Come on.
Tonga Resort Casino, the official Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. Skip the traffic. Head on over to Pachanga Resort Casino just off the I-15 in Temecula. Visit pachanga.com or call 888 Pachanga for reservations and for more information. Just like what are the Lakers doing? What was the scouting report? What was the game plan going into last night's game against the Phoenix Suns? Really? Really? It's mind blowing to me just watching that performance against a Phoenix Suns team. Once again, they had their moments. Okay, the Phoenix Suns have played a lot of teams tough this year, but that Phoenix Suns team was out Devin Booker, their all-star guard, and Devin Booker. That Suns team was without Dylan Brooks, one of their main guys. Really, you put up that type of performance. Real quick, I feel like people in the YouTube chat, I don't know if you guys can hear me. There's people in the YouTube chat saying that they can't hear me. I think we got it fixed. Hopefully it is fixed. I saw you guys in YouTube chat right now, but I do believe that the audio is working right now. But just to kind of refresh and get back to it, Lakers are currently on a 3-game losing streak. They have lost to the better opponents. They are 11 and 16. Let me tell you that one more time. They are 11 and 16 against teams above 500. They can't beat a Phoenix Suns team without two of their main guys. They can't beat Orlando Magic team who is without two of their main starters. They ran into a Boston Celtics team who they got punched in the mouth and they lack the physicality. Wild. It's wild to me. Once again, let me read you that stat. The Lakers are 11 and 16 against teams above 500. Do you know what their record is? Just let alone against the Phoenix Suns this season? They are 1 and 3. A Phoenix Suns team who everyone thought was going to be in a rebuilding mode. You are a play-in team. This Lakers team is unserious. They're pointing fingers at each other. They're bickering. Hell, just look at this photo from the Lakers bench when everyone was sitting on the bench. There's a photo out there. Look at this. This picture is worth 1,000 words. Look at LeBron. Look at Hayes. Look at Smart. Look at Luka Doncic. Where's Austin Reeves? As a group, you look at this right now. You look at how this team, you can easily see it. that they don't mesh well together. The chemistry is not there. Look how distant Luka Doncic is from LeBron James. And I could probably make a lot out of this, but once again, this picture is worth 1,000 words. They can't figure it out offensively. It's always one-on-one ISO ball. How many times last night did we see Colin Gillespie? Colin Gillespie, who remember he torched the Lakers at Crypto.com Arena. Colin Gillespie, how many times we see him get a wide open look? They made Grayson Allen look like prime Steph Curry out there. Literally. And it sucks because there was moments. Lakers looked good in that first half. Hell, they even jumped into the second half. They were up 70-58. They had a double-digit lead. What happens? Turnover. Grayson Allen comes down. 3-ball. DeAndre Ayton gets a wide open layup. He caught the ball right underneath the basket. The Suns team swarms. Block shot. They're getting out and run. Grayson Allen, another 3. And in that moment, when J.J. Redick had to call a timeout, boom. Game over. Game over. This Lakers team is unserious. This roster has a lot of flaws. This team can't get the job done. And I hate going on here speaking so negative about this Lakers team. But the truth is there. Look at these 3 past games. 3 past games. They are 11. I'm going to regurgitate that stat. They are 11-16 against teams above 500. So when the Lakers are winning those games against the opponents that they should have been beaten, they look good. But it goes to show you when they run into a team who is above 500, hell, Phoenix Suns, Boston Celtics, Orlando Magic, what happens? They struggle. They can't get the job done. There's another picture that I want to show you guys. And this is just Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic and his body language and how he has been feeling. Luka Doncic is frustrated. You can see it. Look at this picture. Hands, arms folded right across, just like this. And he's probably sitting there in his head like, damn, this team, we just don't have it. We don't have the it factor. We don't want enough. We're not hungry. And then let's even get more into it. And I hate bringing this guy's name up every single time on this damn show. DeAndre Ayton, the one who, there was an article that was all about yesterday. I ain't no Clint Capella. Yeah, the same one that has to get a water bottle and have a tape wrapped around it saying dominating, unleash the beast, drink this so you can unleash the beast. Do you know what DeAndre Ayton's stat line was going into the first half? He had 0 points. 0 points. To the point now, he had a bad performance. And it sucks because you said all those comments. That's what you said heading into the locker room after that Orlando Magic loss. You put that all on yourself. Now, guess what? Everyone around the league is seeing it. And all the eyes are on you, DeAndre Ayton, going into that game against the Phoenix Suns. A team that drafted you, a team that gave you a contract extension, and guess what? They were able to do this and move on for you and send your ass to the Portland Trailblazers. And then a Portland Trailblazers team who was not good. Their roster was not good. They were still trying to figure out at that time. Remember, they got rid of Damian Lillard. They were trying to figure out how the roster was going to be and what they were going to do as far as a rebuilding mode. They bought you out. You were a buyout player. You are now on a minimum contract. And you have comments to make like that. And guess who sees it? Houston Rockets center, Clint Capella. You got 2 of the best floor generals in the game, my dog. Lock in. All eyes are on you now, DeAndre Ayton. Look at all the stuff, the attention that the Lakers are bringing to themselves. And this just all happened overnight against a Phoenix Suns team. They kicked your ass in the 3-point line. Grayson Allen, Colin Gillespie, Royce O'Neal. And I'm just, again, we can point the fingers at LeBron. We can point the fingers at Luka Doncic and why he was in that last possession. Because most teams and most coaching staff, when it comes to that possession, when coming out of a timeout. Why was Luka Doncic on the basketball court at that time? Don't know. Lakers had a timeout in that moment. Why was Luka Doncic in that moment guarding Grayson Allen, who was once again torching him that whole entire night? What happens in that last possession? Grayson Allen goes right by. LeBron James has to help. All of a sudden, the Lakers are in scramble mode. Kick out Colin Gillespie. Swing pass right to Royce O'Neal. Bang, knockdown three. Phoenix Suns take the lead. Now, I'll give credit to JJ Redick. That was a beautiful, beautiful play he drew up after the timeout. And it was a good look in the corner that Austin Reeves got because remember, Austin Reeves knocked down a big three on the left wing. So what happens? The trust is in his hands. Nice swing pass all the way over. Austin Reeves got a good look, misses it. Now the Lakers are heading into a Golden State Warriors team, and they're currently on a 3-game losing streak. There's no lies to this. There was a reason why I said that you have to win these games because it's going to be bad for the morale. I want to look at this picture one more time with all of them on the bench. I just want to show you guys one more time the morale of this team. I kid you not. I feel like it's going to be at an all-time low right now. Look at the distance from each other. Normally you see teams who are together, they're all in, they're bought in, they're figuring out, they're in a huddle, they're communicating with each other. Hey, we can do this better defensively. Hey, next time you get in this spot in the pick and roll game, you should roll right here. DeAndre Ayton can't close out games. Jackson Hayes can't close out games. Do you know how to close out at the starting center position for the Lakers? LeBron James. So you're telling me now we're going back to that small ball because we have no certified big man once again? There's a lot of flaws within this Lakers team. And my Twitter, I put a tweet out last night. And I'm just read you guys. This is what I tweeted out last night. I said, this is embarrassing. This Lakers team is tough to watch. I was not expecting it to get that much traction on Twitter. And I'm going to just read you a couple of the comments. My thoughts as well. The last thing I saw was Reeves having his pass deflected. Grayson Allen has the ball. Reeves runs away from him to go underneath the basket, leaving Allen wide open for a three. That knocks down. Unreal. 925 tree. Unwatchable. Bad roster. Bad coaching. Bad management. I'm going to scroll down a little bit more because this stuff I liked on that post. It's been HI. It's been the same mess every year after Kobe and the Lakers last championship win. That bubble championship, the Lakers had a really good roster, and then what happens? They start to go a different direction. I know injuries took a toll, so that went a little bit different. That's probably the last you see the Lakers at their best was with that bubble championship team. And then read some more. Xander, currently 0-2 in the stretch. We were supposed to go 5-0, if I'm not mistaken. We were. That was the goal. You can set a team goal, and they're not even close to getting to that team goal. And I'll read one last more before we hit this break. And I'm going to read some more stuff off on you guys in the YouTube chat because you guys are on fire once again today. Cynical me. Yeah, if you don't, care to play hard, why should I care to watch? Also, NBA replay officiating, get rid of it. I'd rather live with the missed calls. This is dumb. Blank. Here we go. He has a point. If you don't care to play hard, why should I go out there and spend my time watching that product of basketball? These last 3 games have brought out the real emotions out of the Lakers nation. Remember, one tweet I just put out just saying that this is embarrassing. This is bad to watch. And the Lakers product on the basketball court has them being like this. The Lakers fans are frustrated as they should be. As they should be. It's crazy. So I'm going to take a little break. And then on the second half, I'm going to read some of your guys' stuff in the YouTube chat. I got another tweet that I want to read off. And then I got some stuff to comment on in regards to Jay Williams, as far as his comments on Luka Doncic, because everyone's starting to have that point now is he going to be the right guy for this team going forward? So let's take a little break. Gotta let my partners at Pachanga give you guys a quick word.
At Pachanga Resort Casino, you can rock and roll, sip and slide, twist and shout. Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino, official Indian gaming sponsor of the Lakers.
Welcome back to Lakers Talk Daily. Man, Lakers are currently on a 3-game losing streak after a bad loss to a Phoenix Suns team, once again without Devin Booker and Dylan Brooks. Lakers got the Golden State Warriors tomorrow, who are going to be without Stephen Curry. They're going to be without Jimmy Butler. Now, you tell me if they go out there and lose that game against a Golden State, you know what? I'm not even going to do that. Let's not do that today. Let's not. Let's just not. Because this Lakers team is unserious. They have to prove to us that they can even beat a team like the Golden State Warriors, who are without Stephen Curry and Jimmy Butler. They got to prove to us if they can even get back on the right track. Everyone says it, that they have this big three, and why are they losing games like this? And they should be winning games like this. You want to know why? It's because they have flaws. The offense can't get going. All they do is rely on the offensive end of the floor. Their defense is not good. They can't get back in transition defense. How many times we're going to see them try to switch a big on a smaller guard? How many times we're going to see them point fingers on a missed defensive assignment? This is the same story throughout the entire course of the season, and they have not gotten better. You expected them to get better in the second half of the NBA season, and it has not been the case. Honestly, they got even worse as that trade deadline after the All-Star break. They've gotten worse, and they're healthy right now. They are healthy. All of them are on the basketball court at the same time. So we had that narrative going in before the All-Star break. Let's see what this team looks like when they are healthy. And guess what? We are starting to see what they look like when they are healthy. They can't beat a Phoenix Suns team like that. They can't beat Orlando Magic team. And they get popped by double digits to a Boston Celtics team. So, just reading into the YouTube chat, Peter Acevedo says, JJ allowing to play the final 22 seconds to get a stop is horrendous coaching. Yes, JJ Redick, again, you can make a lot of stuff in regards to that. As far as why was Luka Doncic in that setting? Why was he there trying to guard Grayson Allen when you have a timeout? If the Phoenix Suns score, you can call a timeout and bring in Luka Doncic. But why in that moment are you keeping him in knowing that he has flaws, knowing that he can't defend? Remember, they allowed Grayson Allen to go off on them like that. Imagine when they run into Oklahoma City, San Antonio, what their guards can do. It's going to be tough for this Lakers team to compete. And then Brian, the YouTube chat, Lakers been bad for months. Didn't just happen these last 3 games. Yeah, there is some truth to that. There is a lot of truth. Kevin in the YouTube chat, Lakers can't solve anything to avoid more crisis problems. They can't. From their big three to the rest of their lineup, you can't trust on anyone on this team. Luka Doncic had a great scoring night, 41 points, and very efficient shooting, 5 of 10 from 6 of 11 from the 3-point line. Looked really, really good. But what happens when he has to get picked on the defensive end of the floor? It looks really, really bad. It looks really, really bad. So it's a tough watch with this Lakers team, honestly. And I just don't get it. I don't get it how you have I'm going to recharge my computer. You have 3 of your main guys, and you see the flaws in all 3 of them. They can't have the right spacing. They have 2 guys who have flaws on the defensive end of the floor, and Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic. LeBron James, at the age of 41, there is times where he's on the defensive end of the floor and he gets lost. He's caught ball watching. DeAndre Ayton, he can't keep guys in front. You rely on Marcus Smart, brings a lot of energy. He brings a lot of effort. He does a great job of doing that, but you can't rely on him to knock down a 3-point ball at a consistent basis. You look at their bench, Luke Kennard, once again, he can't get enough shots up. He does a good job moving without the basketball. He actually has some couple plays driving right to the lane. Look good. Jake LaRavia, inconsistent shooter. Jackson Hayes, you're going to play him in spurts, 10 to 15 minutes. This is what the Lakers roster is. Vanderbilt, he only played 6 minutes because Jared Vanderbilt had a terrible inbound pass. And you look at JJ Redick and you see him putting his hands over his face like this. There's a lot of frustration amongst that Lakers locker room. Again, that picture says itself. So before I get into Jay Will's comments, because I know a lot of people have been discussing that, just want to read one more tweet that I put out last night. And again, this is just all from the Lakers nation, Lakers fans, and voicing their frustration. Not because of last night's loss, just because how this team has been playing throughout these course of these past couple weeks. I tweeted out and said, 3-game losing streak for the Lakers. This loss to the Suns is even worse. Suns are missing two of their main guys, and Booker and Brooks. Bad start to the second half of the season for the Lakers. You know what people in the YouTube chat, and Twitter have to say? James, thanks, Magic Johnson. Okay. That's totally not his fault. But if you want to make that argument, you can. Remember, this Lakers team has not been good these past couple of seasons, even without him being around. He's still around now due to the new front office coming in. But another one. Stubborn JJ ain't helping himself. Falling to pieces. The Lakers aren't doing anything this year. It was delusional to think otherwise. That is where we are at with this team. 3-game losing streak. This is supposed to be the second half of the season where you try to figure things out, where you try to see where you're at. You have a healthy big three. But again, we've been saying it since the start of the season. This roster has flaws. This team has flaws. And this loss last night against the Phoenix Suns, it worries me going forward for the rest of this season because that loss really can tear up a lot of the team's morale, the chemistry. I can't just fathom what the plane ride is like and what them heading into the locker room is like. They don't get along with each other. The team chemistry isn't there. Austin Reed's going out there and making his comments. JJ Redick saying that when we lose, our losses say more than our wins. Yes, they do. They say their losses say more than your wins because of the way you guys lose. It's no energy. It's no effort. There's no fight. There's no dog. There's only one dog that you really count on is Marcus Smart. Other than that, it's a lot of this. It's your fault. Throwing hands up. Look at the bench. It's your fault. Pointing fingers instead of finding a real solution to get better. I understand. It's up to JJ Redick to figure out and put them in the right spots. There's only so much he can do when his guys can't have the ability to do so. So to close out this episode, to close out this show, Jay Will was on First Take, and he was asked a question on if he believes that Luka Doncic is the guy to build around and trust as far as winning a championship for the Los Angeles Lakers. And he doesn't believe that he can because, of Luka's deficiency on the defensive end of the basketball court. That's like the main thing I really took out of that, and how he's so reliant offensively and he doesn't really get team really involved. And honestly, I have a major, major pushback at that. I understand that Luka Doncic's defense, we thought it was going to get better, especially with him being in the best shape. And honestly, you guys in the YouTube chat, feel free if you feel like Luka Doncic is that guy to be the guy to build a championship around, a championship team around. And I still believe you can do so because of we go back to what the Dallas Mavericks were able to do. I'm going to keep on going back to that when they were able to add Derrick Jones Jr., PJ Washington, Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, all-star, superstar, and Kyrie Irving. They got a good bench in Dante Exum. The list goes on what they were able to do around that Dallas Mavericks team. There's a reason why they're beating the Clippers, the Timberwolves, getting into the Western Conference Finals, doing that, handling their business, and then being a finals team. Once again, they ran into a really, really good Boston Celtics team. You can get the most out of Luka Doncic. The formula has been shown. You got to bring in 3-and-D wings. But yes, good defenders who can keep guys in front and also can get back on the defensive end of the floor. Part of that is due to their bitching and complaining to the referees. However, You actually need a 3 and D, but a guy who actually can knock down the 3-point ball at a consistent rate. You do need 3-point shooters, knockdown shooters, because they help. Luka Doncic needs to be able to have that vision to kick it out to a wide open guy and trust them to knock it down. You do need a big man that is not DeAndre Ayton, that you can rely on and count on to protect the rim and do a lot more than just with the ball in their hands. They can make the impact on the basketball court without needing essentially, hey, let me catch it in the paint. I need my touches in order to be engaged and involved in the offense. No, man, he needs more than that. This Lakers team does need to get younger. They do need to get more athletic. They do need a team like that. So that's what my pushback is, that we've seen Luka Doncic at an all-time high. We have. But and I know you guys get tired of that narrative. I know you guys get tired of that conversation. You got to build the right team around him. But it is true. This team was built around LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Then they try to do some stuff in the offseason to try to put guys around Luka Doncic. So now you're in the in-between mode where you have a team that's still centered around the formula of LeBron James and Anthony Davis when he was here. Then you still have that team that you're trying to build forward as far as building the right pieces around Luka Doncic. And then you have that conversation on if you want to pay Austin Reeves and get him that max contract, which now, if he can't defend and you keep on having two weaker defenders like that, man, it's going to be tough. It's honestly going to be tough with this Lakers team. Just to read off some more of your guys' stuff in the YouTube chat, you guys have been on fire today, man. Oh, and also, Kevin, appreciate you donating, man. That was really, really nice of you, man. I really do appreciate that. But slow down here as far as read one more of Kevin saying, Luka doesn't seem to care about the Lakers' poor performance right now, but hopefully next season he'll be more expressive. Tracy Johnson says, good point. There's something going on in that locker room for them to play this way. There might be something going on in that locker room. Once again, that picture shows. The picture shows the frustration. And it sucks to see that. You guys and we have to watch that basketball product out there just for them to play like that on a night-to-night basis. They don't get out and run. They get beat in transition. They can't keep guys in front. JJ Redick, he can't make the necessary adjustments right now. And I do believe that he can be the coach going forward. I understand it's different from a lot of first-time head coaches, second-time head coaches, is because he kind of came straight from the broadcasting booth and came straight into the coaching. Understand that. But he is a former player. He kind of understands the game. He understands the metrics. So that's why I am a believer in JJ Redick, just to kind of throw my 2 cents in there. But this Lakers team is unserious, man. Literally, it's an unserious team. The morale is bad. There's a lot of blaming. The blame pie is only getting bigger. Pointing fingers. It's JJ's fault. It's Luka's fault. It's LeBron's fault. It's Austin Reeves' fault. That is where we are at the second half of the season. And guess what? To finish this off, as we wind down this episode, the Lakers are literally right there at falling into the play-in tournament. Now you're telling me they start off the season hot, being a top 3, top 4 team in the Western Conference, and they're now sitting at the 6th seed and could potentially be a play-in tournament team? Ooh. If they fall to that, there's going to be a lot more stuff that's going to be raised heading into this offseason for the Los Angeles Lakers. But, man, I was really, 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 really disappointed in seeing that performance last night. And it only gotten worse since that Boston Celtics game. Let's see if they do bounce back tomorrow against the Golden State Warriors. Let's see if they actually bring some different type of energy and effort, because losing like that in that fashion is just unacceptable, and we shouldn't be tolerating that. But as for always, I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. I will be talking to you guys next week on Monday. For myself and my guys back there in the social room, my guy John Martin, my guy Tim, we are out. See y'all next week.